Happening now on OU Nightly, students and locals say goodbye to another legendary Norman bar. A presidential campaign sets up shop in Norman, and pull out those jackets. Shelby Hayes is tracking a frosty cold front headed our way. All of that and more starts right now on OU Nightly. Happening now on OU Nightly, we pinch our nose, hold our breath, and look into what's causing a horrible smell on the south side of campus. Students prepare to sleep outside for charity, and we sit down with an award-winning student actor who will be making his way to Washington, D.C. Those stories and more happening now on Nightly. For the first time in state history, an African American will be Speaker of the Oklahoma House of Representatives. Republicans chose Lawton Representative T.W. Shannon to be Speaker designate today. He will take over as Speaker in 2012. Current House Speaker Chris Steele is term limited. Shannon will now work with Steele on learning the ins and outs of the Speaker's job. Governor Fallin signed a new law making it a felony for doctors to perform abortions after 20 weeks of pregnancy. The Pain-Capable Unborn Child Protection Act presumes a fetus can experience pain after 20 weeks, and Oklahomans are already reacting to the new law. Hail the size of baseballs pelted southern parts of the state near Ada Saturday. Take a look at that. Hail broke windshields and caused thousands in property damage into cars. The hail is from a larger storm cell that caused the rain delay at the OU Texas Tech game. One man reported that his sunroof actually shattered while driving into the storm. I can only imagine that had to be a nightmare.
Oh, hellacious.
Tough economic times have fewer motorists pimping their rides. The Oklahoma Tax Commission says the sales for specialty license plates have dropped by more than 3,000. But sales numbers look even more grim when projected out over 5 years. Over the past 5 years, specialty plates have dropped in sales by 51,000. And I tell you what, Aaron, it was a good day to ride around in the convertible with the top down.
It was. Too bad I don't have one. But I hear we're expecting more fall-like temperatures coming up soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Shelby, what's going on? I hear there's frost in the forecast.
Well, Ricky, like I said, it's finally feeling a little cooler outside.
Yeah, it's a shame I've got to be at work on Thanksgiving, but...
Oh, that is a shame.
Yeah, where are you going?
Going down south, actually. I'll be in warmer weather, which is kind of depressing because I was really excited about it finally getting cold.
So you're raising the roof about the cold weather, and then you've got to go to hot South Texas.
I'll be back soon enough.
Right. Efren, what's the weather going on like around here?
I'm kind of looking forward to the winter and the snow.
All right, so prediction. If I'm going Black Friday shopping in Norman, 1 blanket, 2 blanket, 5 blankets?
Better dress warmly. It's going to be chilly.
Well, it wouldn't be a Black Friday unless it was chilly.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, there's not many Black Fridays you get a chance to actually experience how cold it is at 4 o'clock in the morning waiting to get that gigantic TV.
Put you in the Christmas spirit.
Oh, absolutely.
Nothing says America like let's eat and shop.
Exactly.
Thanks, ladies. We are joined by the Central Oklahoma Red Cross spokesperson, Rusty Surrett. Rusty, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, sir.
If you can give us a little bit of a rundown of what you do on a daily basis.
What my job is to be the Director of Communications and Marketing and Branding for Central and Western Oklahoma. I also assist with disaster communications in 5 of our surrounding states during times of need.
I know there have been some recent emergencies that you've gone out with and victims. Do you give support to victims like that on a regular basis?
Yeah, one of the things we do is disaster response. Our primary job is to focus on Central and Western Oklahoma, where we're stationed at, and we do provide emergency assistance for those who've been affected by disasters. And by disasters, we respond on everything from a hurricane to a tornado, all the way down to the everyday house fire and apartment fires that sometimes don't even make the news.
As far as we're showing some video of some wildfires right now, has this summer been, we've seen wildfires all over the place. Has it been extreme? Is this the norm? And how do you prepare for something like that?
Ricky, this was one of probably the busiest summers in American Red Cross's history, because we weren't only dealing with wildfires, but we had hurricanes and we had flooding in different parts of the country. We had, in this summer, more operations going on nationwide than any other time in our nation's history. At one point, we were helping more people in the South than what we did with Hurricane Katrina a couple of years ago. So absolutely, this was one of the busiest years we've ever had, and it's only going to get busier as we go into winter.
Now, speaking of winter, I mean, we've seen the forecast projections. Some are saying it's going to be just as bad. How do you gear up for that, or is it oh my gosh, or
preparation, and of course we depend on volunteers. But 90% of our force are volunteers, and we depend on people like you and the people watching. It's all about sponsors and getting that support from the community, and we just prepare. We're ready. We know winter's coming. You're right. We do hear that the forecast is not a pretty one. We look like we may have some ugly ice storms and snowstorms, but we are getting the plans in place. We're calling our volunteers, and we encourage anyone watching right now to sign up. We're more than happy to get the help.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it.
Definitely.
We'll send it back to you, ladies.